Every year, an estimated 50 serial killers are active in the United States alone. This chilling reality is a stark reminder of the darker side of human nature. Across the globe, countless lives are claimed by these predators, many of whom remain unnamed and unknown. The scale of this gruesome phenomenon is truly unsettling, as it reaches far beyond what we can imagine or comprehend, but to understand, we must confront. Today, we delve into the dark world of some of history's most notorious serial killers. Our chilling journey begins in the foggy streets of Victorian London with the infamous Jack the Ripper. In the late 1800s, Whitechapel, London, was gripped by fear. A shadowy figure stalked the dark alleys, leaving behind a trail of 5 gruesome murders. All his victims were women, their lives cut short in the most brutal ways imaginable. The police were baffled, the public terrified. Letters allegedly from the Ripper taunted authorities, adding an eerie psychological element to the physical horror. Despite intense investigations and numerous suspects, the true identity of Jack the Ripper was never uncovered. The case remains open to this day, a chilling testament to human cruelty and cunning. Despite countless theories, Jack the Ripper's identity remains one of the greatest mysteries in the annals of crime. Fast forwarding to the late 20th century, we encounter the horrifying case of Jeffrey Dahmer. Known as the Milwaukee Cannibal, Dahmer's reign of terror spanned from 1978 to 1991. His gruesome acts of violence shocked the nation and the world. Dahmer preyed on young men, luring them with promises of money or companionship, only to murder and dismember them in his apartment. He was eventually captured after one of his intended victims managed to escape and alert the authorities. His trial resulted in 15 life sentences for the heinous acts he committed. Dahmer's case served as a chilling reminder of the evil that can lurk beneath a seemingly ordinary facade. Next, we step into the shadow of the Night Stalker, Richard Ramirez. Between 1984 and 1985, California was gripped by a fear so palpable it was almost tangible. Ramirez, with a taste for the macabre, embarked on a crime spree that spanned not only geography but also demographics. No one was safe. Young or old, male or female, his victims paint a chilling picture of randomness. But every reign of terror has an end. Ramirez's downfall came from the very people he terrorized. Recognized and cornered by a group of brave civilians, he was finally apprehended, putting an end to his horrifying spree. Ramirez's reign of terror kept an entire state on edge, proving that monsters are real and they walk among us. Now, we journey to the Pacific Northwest, the hunting ground of Gary Ridgway, the Green River Killer. From 1982 to the turn of the millennium, Ridgway prowled the streets, leaving an unsettling trail of victims behind. Most were vulnerable women, many of whom led high-risk lifestyles, making them easy prey. Ridgway was known for his chillingly efficient methods. He would strangle his victims, often returning to the crime scene to commit horrifying acts. Despite his ruthless cunning, it was technology that became his downfall. In 2001, advancements in DNA testing allowed authorities to link Ridgway to his crimes. His capture was a testament to the evolving field of forensics. Ridgway's case underscores the importance of scientific advancements in criminal justice. We now turn to the heartland of America, where Dennis Rader, the BTK killer, carried out his twisted fantasies. Rader's reign of terror lasted from the mid-70s to the early 90s. His self-christened moniker, BTK, stood for his horrifying modus operandi: bind, torture, kill. This wasn't just a random sequence of violent acts, it was a perverse ritual that Rader meticulously planned and executed. His audaciousness didn't stop there. Rader taunted law enforcement by sending them letters, brazenly describing the gruesome details of his crimes. His downfall came when his ego led him to send a floppy disk to the police, which ultimately led to his capture. Rader's case reveals the chilling reality that serial killers can hide in plain sight, living seemingly normal lives. These notorious serial killers represent just a fraction of the many who have terrorized communities worldwide. From the uncaught Jack the Ripper, who haunted the streets of London in the late 19th century, to Jeffrey Dahmer, whose reign of terror lasted more than a decade, we moved on to Richard Ramirez, the nightmare of Los Angeles in the mid-80s, and Gary Ridgway, who eluded capture for nearly 2 decades. And finally, Dennis Rader, the self-proclaimed BTK strangler, whose crimes spanned over 17 years. Each of these cases underscores the sheer importance of community vigilance. It is the eyes and ears of the community that often provide the crucial leads in bringing these criminals to justice. Furthermore, they highlight the advancements in criminal justice, from forensic science to psychological profiling, that have aided in apprehending these predators. Though these cases are chilling, they serve as a stark reminder of the importance of remaining vigilant and the crucial role of law enforcement in protecting society.